Okay, so first of all, you've got to log in. So use the standard Boomshanka account, which is, if you press the button with the three lines, and then say I have an account, and you do Firestick at boomshanka.net. Firestick. Alternatively, log in using your own one, which means you get all the stuff you get from your Amazon account. So if you order any apps, then you get them in your name, rather than this generic one which has no credit card attached to it. Password is PLOOK. I'll do that again. Okay, continue, say no, and that should be it. Trying to send me some stuff. Let's keep going next. No thanks. Okay. Oh. Alright, so step one for installing smarters is go to settings, go to my TV Fire Stick, my Fire TV, developer options, install unknown apps, okay, and then we go to the search for the apps, and then we go to, where is it? It's all new look. Actually, it might be down here, so no. Let's search. Oh, find. There we go. Sorry. And then we search for downloader. Just type DO. It'll find it. Click downloader. Click install. Or get. One of the endless updates. Great. I'll pause this and come back when it's eventually done it. Okay, finally, click open, allow, OK, click OK, which is the button in the middle of the circle, and then you go to www.troypoint.com. /TP app. So troypoint.com/TP app, click go, and you should then download it. The thing with the developer options before is what should allow this to install. So I might click on settings, install unknown apps, click downloader on, and when we go back, oops, files, click that, then do install. Right, once it's installed, click on open. Click OK. Rapid app installer, click allow, and then go down. There's various things on here. It's up to you if you want to try them. Personally, I only ever install generally TTV, which is kind of a free app for series and movies and stuff, but no IPTV. For IPTV, in this case, we're going to go for IPTV Smartest Pro. That's always going to be the latest version, so it might not necessarily be 3.0.9.4. TV Mate's IPTV players, very good too, but to get the true benefit out of that, you have to pay for it, but it's only like $7.99 a year. But IPTV Smartest Pro does just the same job. So click that and it's going to start downloading, and this is going to have to sit around and wait again. And I'll pause this again. When it's downloaded, we'll do that again. Okay, so once it's downloaded, click on, not that one, cancel. Click on that. It'll then bring up a thing saying, do you want to install, allow TroyPoint to install stuff. Let's just say OK. Click on install. And do done. I also install VLC. Do that as well. You'll see why later. VLC is an open source video player and more music player. It's kind of handy. It makes the catch-up TV work. Alright, so once that's done, click back, exit out of it, all the way back to the beginning, and back to the home screen. Okay, and then we're going to go into your apps. So, where is it? Where the hell is it? Oh yeah. Okay, so that there. So we go down to Smarters. Okay, we're going to do it for TV mode. Then we do login with Extreme Codes API. Any name, but I usually put Boom. Then this is the user ID and password I've given to you. If it's a trial, you get a trial for 24 hours. The good thing about Smarters Pro is you can, if you have a Fire Stick in your front room, one in your bedroom, you can install the same user ID on both, but only watch one at a time. So if you were to turn off the TV in the front room, you can then watch it in the bedroom. Or you can have a multi-room deal if you want, which is the first one's full price, second one's half price. So you could, for instance, have, you could watch in the front room while the kids are watching it in their bedroom, or watching it in, somebody's watching one thing on the front room TV, another person could be watching another account on like an iPad or something in the same room. Okay, so the user ID and password is case sensitive, so in this case it's a test account, so I've just made, this isn't active. test out, test. Password in this case, again, it's case sensitive, so testy 88. Okay, then the URL, http:// This URL always points to wherever's active. So sometimes due to Sky attacking the servers, sometimes the endpoint's URL might change. It has done in the past, maybe once or twice a year, maybe. But portal4b.boomshanka.net will always point to wherever it's supposed to point to. But once you put this in, it'll change it to the correct actual URL. But this is something called dynamic DNS, which always points to. So when in doubt, if it ever doesn't work, just double check it's this, and you'll be good. So portal4b.boomshanka.net. Click next. Click add user. Invalid details. So something's gone on somewhere. Test@test.com. All right, I missed stuff a T. Oops. Okay. Then you get this screen. So click on download on live TV. On the movies. Downloads. Okay, just shut the door. Right, so in series, you click on series, and then click on the top right corner in the little dots. Click sort. If you do it by recently added, so recently added, then save. When it lists things in the series, for instance, if I go to all, it's going to put the newest thing in the top left corner, so it doesn't just put them in by alphabetical, but it's up to you. The way the series works is click on the icon. This will give you a synopsis of what it's about, who's in it, etc. If it's this is only just started, so it's season 1, episode 1. But if you go to something a bit more, got more than one episode, etc. So if you go to say season 1, and then you can go down to the episode you want. Click on the episode, and then it plays. You can also fast forward it and pause it, and rewind it, etc. You can also go in to do a search. So if you click on the search, you can search by series, or you can go into it and add it by, alphabetical. Same respects with movies. So if I go to top right corner, sort, recently added, save. Okay. What generally, the way I view it personally is I go to all new, then that lists the stuff that's the newest. Okay. There's live with EPG. So when you first install it, the EPG, which is electronic program guide, hasn't been installed yet, so it takes a few minutes and it'll eventually install it. So this is viewing stuff via the free view section, and once there's no information, that'll come up with what this program is and what's on next, etc. Okay, so if we go, personally I view it this way, so there we go, it's inserting the EPG. Alright, now I go to live TV, free view, and you can see at the top right corner, see there, BBC One, Wanted Down Under is 40% along in the program, so you can see what's, how long it is in the program, etc. We'll go down to some, let's say, channel ITV. top bottom right corner you can see Masked Singers on now and see what's on next. To play it, press OK, play it once and it goes into the corner, press it again, it'll go full screen, and off you go. Okay, so if I do back, well, you could go to the left, you can see you got different categories: entertainment, Sky One, etc. Left, Sky Sports, and then Sky Sports News. Go. Press back, comes out of it. So if we go down to, say, I don't know, UK, BT Sports, down, pretty quick, and that's it. Actually, it's not. So if you go to settings, and then you do external players, add player, click on VLC, then add. Okay, then that's added. And then if I go to player section, selection, and then I'll go to CV catch up, select VLC, and then do back. Only do, you mean, this basically means anything catch up will work. So if I go to catch up, Freeview, BBC One, yesterday, and then, I don't know, impossible. I'll allow VLC. Now that's going to use VLC to use the, oh, that's Eric. That's allowing VLC to play catch up. It will work with the internal player, but I think it's a bit more. Sometimes if you don't use the VLC, you'll get sound and no video, video and no sound. So that's how that works. Okay.